Ukraine banned to use its territory for the transit of Russian oil to Hungary. As a result, the Budapest authorities initiated consultation procedure with the European Commission. This was stated by the Hungarian foreign minister after a meeting of the Council of Foreign Ministers in Brussels.
We have been waiting for over 2 years for EU, for the G7 to introduce real sanctions against Russian pipeline oil. It's actually absurd to allow them to make this money by transporting this oil through Ukrainian territory if the money is then being used to kill us. Inna Sovsun, Ukrainian lawmaker from the Holos Party, in an interview to Politico.
In June 2024, Kyiv imposed sanctions by blocking the transit of pipeline oil from Lukoil, Moscow's largest private company, to Central Europe in order to suppress a key source of revenue for the Kremlin's military budget. However, Hungarian foreign minister called the decision incomprehensible and unacceptable.
Now there is a legal situation in Ukraine according to which Lukoil does not supply to Hungary. We are now working on a legal solution. Szijjarto, Hungarian foreign minister, after a meeting with Russian foreign minister Sergei Lavrov.
According to the Energy and Clean Air Research Center, in April 2024, Hungary spent almost €250 million on Russian oil and gas, explaining that it is important for Hungary's energy security, but thus contributing to Moscow's military budget.
At the moment, I think the most unpleasant sanctions are against the Russian tanker fleet. More efforts are needed here. Before the war, about 18% of Russian oil shipped by sea was serviced by Western vessels, and in spring of 2022, Russia began assembling new vessels. And now, the so-called shadow tanker fleet accounts for more than 70% of Russian oil shipped by sea. Elena Rybakova, vice president of Kyiv School of Economics, in interview with Forbes Ukraine.
Despite Russia's invasion to Ukraine, Hungary has not provided any military assistance to Ukraine since the start of the full-scale invasion. It also blocks the allocation of funds to Ukraine from the EU, opposes sanctions against Russia, sees Ukraine's accession to the EU and NATO as a danger, and wants to cooperate with Russia, in particular in the field of nuclear energy. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban has repeatedly called on Ukraine to make peace with Russia, calling Ukraine a no-man's land and financially non-existent. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Diana Ovchar, UATV News.